Hello everyone. The topic for today is the weight of a whisper on the nature of a confidant. In the vast and intricate tapestry of human relationships, few rules are as sacred, as tender, and as difficult to attain as of a confidant. We live surrounded by acquaintances, dotted with friends, engulfed by chatter and connections. But a true confidant is a rarity. Not because people are unwilling to talk or listen, but because the essence of the confidant requires more than companionship. It demands integrity, empathy, silence in the face of temptation, and loyalty in the depths of another's vulnerability. A confidant is not merely someone who listens. Many can lend an ear, nod at the right moments, or even offer advice, but a confidant does something rarer. They become a sanctuary. They hold a fragile pieces of another's inner world, fears, doubts, hopes, confessions, not to examine them, not to judge them, not to guard them silently and reverently. A confidant is not a therapist or a rescuer. They are not there to fix. They are simply present with a heart large enough to receive what another cannot carry alone. The intimate architecture of trust. What sets a confidant apart from an ordinary friend is not simply proximity or time spent together. It is the invisible architecture of trust, delicately built brick by brick through gestures of consistency, kindness, and discretion. Trust is not declared, it is discovered. You do not appoint someone your confidant after a few heartfelt conversations. You recognize them slowly, like dawn creeping over the horizon, until one day you realize, I can tell this person the truth, and it will be safe here. But why is such a relationship so rare? Part of the answer lies in the sheer difficulty of trust itself. To trust someone is hand them a part of your soul unguarded. It is to risk exposure, misinterpretation, and betrayal in a world that so often rewards performative friendships and penalizes vulnerability. Offering one's inner life to another can feel almost reckless. Most of us have learned, either directly or by watching others, that trust can be broken easily and painfully. Confidences can be mishandled, shared casually in the name of gossip, and even disguised concern. Secrets may be weaponized in times of anger. Personal struggles, once revealed, can reshape how others see us. And so many walk the earth armor, smiling on the outside, harboring silences too heavy to bear alone, but too sacred to risk sharing. A confidant then become a miracle in such a climate. A person with whom you can unclench your fists, losing your tongue, and simply be. No rehearsals, no performances, just the raw, trampling truth of yourself. The stillness that holds. To be a confidant is to possess a certain stillness of soul, not the absence of emotion, but the presence of something deeper, steadiness. In a world that moves fast and speaks faster, a confidant listens without the urgency to fix, reply, or steer the conversation. Their stillness becomes a vessel into which the storms of others can safely pour. This stillness, however, is cultivated, not inherited. It is a discipline of character. It demands the ability to keep someone's story without making it about yourself. It asks for silence, not the silence of disengagement, but a deep reverence. A confidant must know when to speak and, more importantly, when not to. It is harder than it seems. Many people, even with a good intentions, interrupt a vulnerable moment with platitudes of their own stories. I know exactly how you feel, they might say, and why it seems empathetic. It often redirects the spotlight. A true confidant resists this urge. They allow the other person moment to breathe, to settle, to be honored. The courage of being known deeply, is both terrifying and liberating. In front of the confident, the mask drops. You are no longer the curated version of yourself, the one designed for social media or polite dinner parties. You are your unfinished sentences, your contradictions, your guilt, and your grace. You are not edited, you are enough. Yet, to offer yourself in such naked honesty requires tremendous courage. And this is precisely why many people never find a true confidant. They are not willing to be fully seen. Vulnerability is not mistaken for weakness, even by ourselves. We grow so used to pretending that we begin to fear we lies beneath the mask, and because we fear ourselves, we assume others will too. But a confidant offers a different mirror, one not made of glass, but of love. In their presence, your imperfections are not magnified but accepted. They don't flinch when they reveal the darker corners of your heart. Instead, they hold your truths gently as they were precious artifacts, because to them they are. The quiet betrayal that teach us cautions. Perhaps one of the most significant reasons confidence are so rare is the long shadow cast by betrayal. Few wounds cut as deep as having your vulnerability mishandled. Whether it's a friend who breaks your confidence, a parent who uses your disclosures to control you, or a partner who later turns your secrets into weapons, these experiences teach your soul to retreat. And the retreat is quiet. You don't announce that you no longer trust people. You simply stop reaching out. You smile more, reveal less. You become a master of deflection. And inside, a small but aching loneliness grows, because the human heart, no matter how wounded, still longs to be known. This paradox, longing to be seen but fearing the cost, defies much of our modern emotional landscape. It is why many friendships remain surface level, bound by activities rather than intimacy. It is why therapy is one of the only places people feel safe telling the truth. And it is why when the true confidence appears, it can feel like discovering water in the desert. The anatomy of a confidant. What qualities then make someone a confidant beyond the obvious traits of discretion and loyalty? There are subtler characteristics at play. First, emotional maturity. A confidant does not make your pain about them. They are not reactive, nor do they seek control or solve. They can sit with discomfort, both yours and their own. Second, integrity. They don't trade in gossip, even when it's socially acceptable. They understand that what you share with them is not currency, but covenant. Third, empathy without enmeshment. They feel with you, but they don't drown with you. They can hold your sorrow without losing their own footing. For consistency, they show up, not just when it's convenient or dramatic, but quietly over time. They remember the small things. They check in without being asked. Humility. They don't assume they know your experience better than you. They are willing to be wrong, to learn, to listen anew each time. Becoming the confidant you seek. Here lies one of the life's quiet ironies. To find a confidant, you must also become one. Trust attracts trust. Those who seek a friend in the deepest sense must be willing to offer the same depth. This means cultivating patience, curiosity, and the discipline of presence. It means learning how to be quiet, not out of indifference, but out of respect. It means resisting the urge to fix or compare, and instead of offering the more difficult gift, attention without agenda. It also means practicing forgiveness, not only toward others, but toward ourselves. Many people disqualify themselves from deep connection because they fear they are too damaged or complicated, but a true confidant does not expect perfection. They expect truth, and if you can offer your truth, flawed and beautiful, you are worthy or being met with the same. The sacredness of mutual holding. When two people become confidants to each other, something sacred is born. This relationship transcends typical friendships. It becomes a shelter, not because there are never misunderstandings or rough patches, but because the foundation is trust and the ceiling is grace. In such a relationship, silence is not awkward, it is full. Laughter is not just amusement, it is healing, and presence is not a performance, it's a prayer. In the world where so many words are thrown around casually, where communication is constant but connection is rare, to have someone who holds your truth like a lantern in the dark, is no small gift. It is, in fact, holy. Conclusion: the way and wonder of being held. A confidant is the witness not to your accomplishments, but your curated persona, but to your soul. They see you and stay. They listen and love. They do not rescue you from your story. They simply refuse to leave you alone in it. And perhaps that is what we long for most in life. Not someone to fix us, not someone to walk beside us, but someone to walk beside us as we learn how to carry our truth, to be held in the quietest, rawest parts of ourselves, and still be met with compassion. This is the miracle of a confidant. They are rare, not because the world lacks good people, but because the role itself demands a kind of radical humility and presence that many never learn to offer. Yet when found, a confidence changes everything. They turn life's solitary path into shared journeys. They transform secrets into sacred spaces. They remind us, even in a noisy world, silence can be a form of love. And so we seek them. And if we are wise, we become them. For in the end, a truest friendships are not measured by time or proximity, but by courage to hold and be held in trust, in truth, and in tenderness. Thank you so much for listening, and if you like the video, please click subscribe and notification so you can see the next video. Thank you.